guys, this is it. I'm here at City of Rock State Park in Faywood, New Mexico. I came here to hang out with Debra Dickenson for the KOKOfest 2022. Let's just take a look around. How gorgeous is this? I mean, the colors are amazing. There's the pavilion where we're kind of hanging out. Just look at that. What could be better?
Okay, so Jana cooked cherry turnovers this morning for everybody in her new little oven thing she bought. She came up early and started the fire. And so thank you, Jana. They are delicious.
They look awesome.
Well, cherry turnovers up here.
Woohoo!
We're not going to be able to. Y'all are my trouble group. You know what I do?
Separate them, like split them.
Always that table. Always that table. See, I forgot where I was. We're in
Gadgets.
I'm actually at City of Rock State Park for KOKOfest 2022. Gadgets, yes. So I said that wrong. You can bring as many as you want, but we're going to be able to hold up one and tell about it. So I think I have 2 or 3 that I might bring, but I'm only going to share one. And so this will be kind of fun, and I'll go over the instructions when we do it. But it's just whatever favorite gadget that you use on the road. Trying to give an example without giving away one I'm going to bring. Can you think of one in your rig?
Favorite gadget?
Yeah.
My little portable bidet.
That is a good one.
Yeah. So yeah. Any,
I like mine.
Just hack anything that's a favorite gadget that you think might be helpful, that somebody else might want to know, my trouble table, or that y'all might want to, that might be hard for other people to find or might not know about. So that's ahead of time for the No Bad Gadgets, which I think is tomorrow. I'd say for her being first, she gets an extra ticket. What y'all and with all 10. So when you've done your 7 or your 10, be sure and show your pictures to Cheryl. Also, give us your name, your domicile state, and whether you're part-time or full-time.
CC.
Okay.
But my name is Cheryl, so if you want to call me Cheryl, that's fine, but it's a little confusing because there's another Cheryl.
There's
So
a
it's
dozen.
three Cheryl, so I'm number 3, and CC's fine. I'm from California, and I am very newly part-time.
Yay, I knew that. Very good.
Woohoo!
Very newly.
Well, we're glad you're here, and we got you covered. We're family,
Thank you,
so
I
you're
appreciate
good.
that.
All right, so anybody else that was not here to do introductions yesterday? Yes, well, Marie, yes, I'm sorry.
I was a little tardy. I got here at 7. I am a retailer and I own a house in West Texas, but I have not slept in my house since June 1st. I have been in my raggedy little van, and I did 6 new states, summer, and 9 national parks and monuments. So I think before COVID, for the last 25 years, I thought I would be a full-time nomad. Since I was like 30, I thought that. Now I'm having a little harder time giving up my house and just having that safety net. I don't really want to be in the house, but it is nice to have a safety net. So. And I just look forward to meeting all of you.
Yeah, glad you're here. Awesome. Today I want to do what did I say? I just read it. How many times at my meetup? First of all, who was here at City of Rocks for KOKOfest last year? Oh, quite a few returning. Somebody asked me last night, and I said I didn't think very many, but quite a few. Okay, how many of you have been? So this is at least your second. How many of you have been to at least 3 of my meetups? Okay, all right. Okay, I would just play this out. But these ladies, this is their 4th, and Curtis has been to all 6. All of the requests that got put on the Facebook group are in the playlist either tonight or Thursday night. And so in the morning we will meet back up here for the pavilion campfire, and then at 12:30 today is my class. But you can just hang around and do whatever you want until then.
This is a 10-inch Dutch oven. And this is the one I use and carry with me. I have a 12-inch. And as we were talking earlier, the 12 inches are really heavy and they're big. So they make up to 16 inches. There may even be some bigger ones, but I've seen a 16-inch and it's huge. 16-inch full of peach cobbler. So yeah, that was nice.
Good.
And you're making peach cobbler?
No.
For all of us?
I may make a cherry cobbler, but it will only be in the 10-inch, so everybody would have to get a spoonful, basically. But anything you can cook in your oven, you can cook in a Dutch oven. So a lot of people, they think, oh, well, the only thing I can cook in this is stew. I've cooked pies, I've cooked cakes, I've cooked pizzas, I've cooked chili, I've cooked briskets, I've cooked roast. Anything you can cook in an oven, you can cook in a Dutch oven. Of course, when you have one Dutch oven or you have cast iron, then you gotta get the gadgets. So it's always gonna be hot, so you never wanna pick it up. And I left my gloves down at camp, but I have a pair of welding gloves that I use. And also, I collect gadgets. Lid lifter. Lid lifter. And you never want your lid to sit on the ground when you take it off and sit it in the dirt and all that. So you can put it onto that rack, or this is another rack. You can put it on that rack, like that. And this is also a lid lifter.
So what happens when you offer a bunch of RVers and nomads free food at a potluck? It's a swarm. There's plenty of choices.
Oh my! I think I need to take this and run.
Look at this. It's a beautiful morning. Sun's coming up. We're not quite seeing the sun itself. Get a gorgeous view of the moon still high in the sky. Absolutely beautiful. Hope we don't get an earthquake. Isaac would be crushed. So here we are at the City of Rocks for another lovely day of KOKOfest 2022. We're in the pavilion area. We got this yurt set up that anybody can go into and use, which I think will probably get more use today because the wind's kicking up and it's going to get a whole lot worse. But we've got a bunch of volunteers hanging tarps to produce the effect of the wind. Had a little blowout right there.
But let me just say, please don't, I don't know how else to say that, don't not come. Even if you didn't cook, you're not cooking anything in cast iron, please come because we need you to vote, we need you to taste it. And we're gonna have fire in here and the wind is gonna change directions from the southwest to the northwest. But we've got propane fireballs in here and I promise you, you'll be cozy in here, it'll be okay. Because I know a lot of you you're like, I don't want to be in the cold, but I promise it'll be okay. You'll probably be peeling. We're moving the cornhole to 12 o'clock. And we need to know, a show of hands, how many think that you might, I'm going to have two questions for you about the cornhole. How many of you think you might participate? Well, even if you don't know yet, if you think you might, keep your hands up so Dennis and Dobbs can get a count. So that'll be 6 teams. About how much time do you need?
You're gonna look at probably 2 to 3 hours.
All right,
I like to piggyback onto other people's events so I don't have to do any of the planning. And I thought this place was just so perfect. And the first thing I thought of was the Flintstones.
yes.
So my mind has been going crazy with all
the
these ideas.
Flintstones. I
Yes,
saw Penelope.
we did the ping pong ball
Yes.
necklaces, and I need something here from the gals, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, that's great.
And it's an apron from the cook-off.
Wanted an apron so big.
Yabba Debra Do.
That's it. Yabba dabba dabba. Deborah.
Yabba Debra Do.
Oh my God. Thank you.
That's great.
I've wanted an apron for a long time.
And then there's a pocket down there. Deborah up in the pocket. There you go.
So, Starlink. What need was I trying to fulfill by getting Starlink? I had all these, I told you I had AT&T, I still have AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. I've got them all. And 95% of the places I was going, that was doing fine for me. Except there were places I knew I couldn't go. And in my friendship with Debra, she told me when I've only been doing this a year, it's coming up in a year, I was talking about RV parks, and she smiles and she said, "That's really nice, Rob, but I know you are gonna love boondocking. You are gonna fall in love with it as soon as you do it." And the really annoying thing about Debra Dickenson, she's always right. It's very annoying. But I went out to Quartzsite, I fell in love with the desert, and I fell in love with my solar and my lithium batteries and my little, they call them blue boys, the carts where you can put your poo into the container and drive to the dump site instead of moving your rig. So my first experience in Quartzsite, I didn't move my rig for about 6 weeks, and I was just in heaven. And the internet was hard. There were signals everywhere in Quartzsite, but in January there were so many people there you couldn't get any speeds. Nothing was working, but my Starlink worked. It was amazing. And this is kind of a cautionary tale, if you get this. I was camped with like 100 people at a gathering of another YouTuber. And I said, "Hey, you guys can all use my Starlink. Here's my password. What could possibly go wrong?" Well, after about 2 days, I started getting notices from Starlink saying, illegal, copyright violation. It turns out someone was downloading copyrighted information from CBS, the network, and they were sending notices to Starlink, and Starlink was saying, "This is you downloading these copyright." It was Yellowstone, the series, and they were illegally downloading them off pirated sites. So I learned my lesson there. So when Debra asked for my password, I said, "Absolutely not. You can't be trusted."
MacGyver. I'm traveling with MacGyver. I should have thought of that. Inspector Gadget. That's it. So this is my other favorite one. And it's just a solar powered, well, it can be motion, but it's a solar powered outdoor sensor light. But it has 3 settings.
That was perfect. Perfect.
Oh my God, you couldn't have cleaned that better.
You've been planning it all week,
Okay,
right?
this is a bidet, and the way it works, there's the reservoir. You put warm water in it. Well, you don't have to be warm water, but I like warm water. Extend this, turn it on, and you have a portable bidet. During COVID, when people were freaking out over toilet paper, I'm like, I don't have a problem.
I have these, which are rinse-free bath sponges. And they are not expensive. relatively. Like, they're under $20 on Amazon. They look like this. You add a little bit of water to it, squeeze it up, and it gives you suds, and you can clean your body without a bathroom. So that's why I like them.
Okay, this is the practice session for the cornhole competition.
All right.
In the hole.
Do you need to practice some more, Rebel?
Yeah.
Come here.
Thank you. I need the exercise.
Wait, I got one more.
Oh.
4 minus 2 is 2.
So we get 2. So we have.
So here's the audience.
You have to be here to win.
Judith all relaxed. Cece's dog's keeping an eye out on her. Cece's up now. City rocks. Rocks. No, I'm not just showing you the vault toilets. Look at all the rocks. Wait until we come around the corner here and look back toward the middle of this big loop road. See the rocks up there? We're going to see more rocks in just a minute. Big rocks. And then look over there, we got another little city, maybe that's more like a village. That woman's got that walk-in campsite that's like way up the hill. Not one I'd want. Look out over here. Pretty cool, huh? And then all the campsites, many of the campsites were tucked up here in the rocks. And then we're coming down to where we're all hanging out for KOKOfest. Swing through this way so that that one can get out, and then I can come back around and get in, because the first entrance is way too tight. Okay. The cornhole competition is still in full swing. I got eliminated in the first round. Here's Rob of Travels with Dottie. Got a big pavilion over here. And a great big dip. So a bunch of people were camped here in the pavilion area. I was way up on the other side from where we started. And each of the campsites has a constellation name, like Taurus, and some explanations and stuff. So pretty cool. I recommend it. Well, we got winners. Our cornhole champs are C-Dubs and Dennis.
So can I get somebody to All right, here we go. For 2 years in a row, these guys have won the championship. Yes! Woohoo! Woo! So I think that makes them like grand champions or something. I don't know. But here you go, you guys. And they each get $25 gift certificate. Yeah!
There is $167.
Let's give Betsy a moment because you got them.
Thank you. All right, everybody got their tickets?
All right, so this one I do want to put in something that's bigger. Woo! 5039. 5039.
They're chicken, they got a roll.
Everybody check your tickets. Some people had 20-something.
I have it.
5039.
Yeah, double check.
Nice.
So, $167. Very much. Yeah, and a new thing on the road. That's what I wanted to happen for it to go, because, you know, we could have done a charity, but we can all use the extra money right now.
That's the way you did that there.
Okay, now photo.
Just a quick overview from the air of the City of Rocks. Okay, here we are at the observation point, and that's the City of Rocks campground down there. There's the visitor center right down at the bottom, whoops, right there. And then all of the City of Rocks. Pretty cool. Goes on for quite a way. And I'm camped on the other side of the city, like right about there. Pretty cool. And then we got all these nice sills up here. Great views. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and always remember to sally forth, live your best life, go out and adventure in whatever way works for you.